England or some shit like that. Anyway, Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns. Actually, it's not. It's actually on the Brown Sugar Talk. Sorry, Brown Sugar Talk on the Brown Sugar Talk. Y'all, I gotta restart the show because I don't even. Oh, I want to keep broadcasting. I want to keep broadcasting. It's still there. It should be settings from yesterday. I haven't been checking shit or anything. Like, I'm supposed to get better with practice. Okay, it's almost time. It's almost bedtime. Alright, that's everything. Okay, so rejection sensitivity. So, the first thing is understanding rejection sensitivity. So, being rejected by important figures as a child. And that was like who you thought was important. Because everybody just isn't important to you. Like the crackhead on the street, you telling him no, you cannot give him $1, and then him telling you your mama was ugly. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? But it's not enough to like create this situation of rejection sensitivity. It had to be somebody that was like a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer, somebody you thought that was beautiful on the street. And sometimes, you know, but throughout that rejection, you start to become stronger, because sometimes when you realize just because they have a title or they have a sense of authority that they could just be another piece of shit. You see what I'm saying? This code. That's why I want to go through this, because it'll be like people bring it up. When I was little, this person told me this, that, and the other. It's like, girl, shut the fuck up. Even boy, shut the fuck up. Get up and go do what the fuck it is you need to do. That's what it is. It's you see what I'm saying? It's like, so fuck rejection sensitivity. Having your emotions labeled as dramatic or extra. I've had that before. When people do that, that's abuse. It's abusive because they either putting you in abuse and they not being sensitive to your needs. So that's abusive. And even that is like, Shantae, fuck him. Because you know that nigga was a piece of shit anyway. So that comes to the point of, you see the theme of what the show is today? Understanding rejection sensitivity. Just because they rejected you does not mean it is the end of the world. And it does not mean that their opinion fucking matters. A lot of y'all chase after people, and they've been doing this lately too, especially during COVID, when people are like negative towards you. Oh my God, I wish your hair was longer. I wish your eye was bigger. I wish, honey, you can't do nothing like that. Leave his ass because it's abusive. Leave her ass because it's abusive. So guess what? That's what the show is all about. It's all about learning that when you get rejected by some people, it's only because they are a piece of shit. When I say a piece, I'm talking about the shit that fell off, bitch. It ain't even big enough to be a turd. You understand? A piece of shit. Having people in your life who left you out all alone. Again, sometimes you're not missing out on not a motherfucking thing. I learned this in college. I would go out like every Friday to the point it became a fever. And then one day I went out and I was like, I don't ever have fucking fun. I remember when I worked at Olive Garden, I used to drink wine. The shit is nasty. I just would drink it. And I would be like, this is not good. And they'd be like, this was $100 bottle of wine. Who gives a fuck? This shit is not good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't good. And when I graduated, I was like, I'm just going to start doing shit that make me feel good. Like, I'm tired of these, like, just sitting in these situations where they make you feel like it's supposed to be something that you do. And I mean, I don't know. I remember one time I told y'all about me drinking. I woke up and stopped drinking and shit just felt better. So it's just like sometimes you ain't being left out of not a motherfucking thing. Like not one fucking thing is gonna change or it's gonna hurt you or whatever. When I stopped going out, it was so nice to have time to myself, being alone in my house and taking care of me and all this different stuff, you know. Like, I really have self-care days. And it just makes me feel so motherfucking good. So it's just like, just keep doing it too. Having a highly critical caregiver. My grandmother and Kalada's mama are like the two in the same. Like, it's like, oh my God. We had to scrub which I still do, y'all. I'm serious, because for real, it makes a difference. I'm a Virgo. She a Virgo too, but We would have to scrub the baseboards every Saturday or Saturday morning, get up and do our chores. We had to pull the gum out the trash can. It's like, why didn't she just ask us to get a trash bag? She did not have to put that gum in that fucking trash can. It'd be like so much shit, y'all. And my mom, I remember her tapping my hands, y'all. I write like I'm writing in a fucking book. I'm not playing because my mom. So it's like, are you serious? You fucking, I got beat to write like the way I write. I got beat to write like this, like to write like I'm writing labels and stuff. And I'm in fucking first grade. I mean, my handwriting was not that bad, but it got better. Being bullied, you see what I'm saying? That's rejection, sensitivity. You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. Being bullied, you just, bitch. It's because something wrong with them. It's usually something sexual. Bullies have something sexually wrong with them. Like Clara McNabb, it's because her sister was molested. I'm just be telling all they fucking, I don't care nothing about these bitches no more. You see what I'm saying? It's because they couldn't say their sister from being molested. So she been a bully her whole fucking life instead of her just rushing home to take care of her sister. That's why her sister died. I'm an evil bitch. I'm talking about evil, y'all. I don't even be talking. I hate you hoes. I be wanting y'all to really fucking know. You ever listen to the show, I want y'all to hear it in my heart. I want you to hear it from my fucking gut. Bitches. Interpreting the behaviors of others as rejected. You don't have to look at their behaviors as anything because usually they ain't thinking about your ass. Hypervigilance about being rejected. Like, you just, oh my God, it's just something, oh my God, and they did this. It's basically anxiety. You don't have to feel anxiety about being rejected because, again, they will break themselves off. Because if you go back 9 times out of 10, you go back and you start looking at all the stuff that they do. You start looking at all the shit they left you with, you be just like, what the fuck is the motherfucker doing in the first fucking place? You got anxiety, but this dumb motherfucker, you see what I'm saying? Just let the shit go. Anxiety is not worth it. That's basically how the bitch looks. Constant feeling of social isolation. Remember, if you feel lonely, you need to actually look at yourself and tell yourself how beautiful you are. You need to go into your mind and think about music and art and whatever the fuck you do. Math problems, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Analyze the fuck out of yourself. Out of your fucking self and start to realize that you don't need none of that shit. If you gotta go back over every fucking relationship you didn't have in your fucking life, you better do it and don't feel lonely about not a motherfucking thing. Cause some motherfuckers just have to die. Y'all don't have to go that far, but some of them do have to. You have to move on with your life. You know what I'm saying? Break away. Take a good bath and wash all that shit off for you. Put some bleach in the fucking water if you don't believe your fucking self. But whatever the fuck you do, don't feel isolated or lonely. Help yourself. The constant need to be liked by others. Who gives a fuck? We got a person who right now doing that shit. What the fuck you seeing other people's face for, looking for fucking validation, and half of them can't even fucking read? What the fuck is wrong with you? You see what I'm saying? Why you running around here trying to look for somebody to help you through your shit, and bitch, you know you don't even need to be fucking beat. It just be some shit that I be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Is it the crack? Is it the cocaine? Bitch, it must be the water. Like, get yourself some fucking help. You see what I'm saying? It really start to look at yourself and make grown ass decisions. But you don't need nobody to like you or be like you. You know what I'm saying? That shit, it just don't fucking work for me. Bitch, just sit in silence and hold yourself. Cry if you have to, but whatever the fuck you do, get your ass out of somebody else's face looking for their fucking validation. Difficulty making romantic connections. If y'all can't get no dick or no pussy, it gonna be a problem. All you gotta really do is find the love inside of yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Get yourself a toy and get you some petroleum jelly and just masturbate. I'm not joking. Y'all, it's just like all this stuff that I'm looking for a husband and all that bullshit. I'm gonna get me some pussy. Y'all ain't finna do nothing. Y'all ain't finna do nothing but use your own fucking hand to stimulate yourself. And there ain't nothing wrong with that either. But what I'm saying is, it's like, if y'all don't take time to get to know yourself, who the fuck gonna want to get to know you? Because a lot of y'all some assholes. And I think that's the most difficult part, because I believe that if y'all really got to know yourself, y'all really probably would hurt yourself. Kill yourself even. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all really are fucked up. But anyway, that's it. Understanding rejection sensitivity. If you are the person that you feel like everybody's doing this to you, you see what I'm saying? If you got an attitude problem, your face ugly, you really got difficulty talking, then that's your problem. But if you're a person that's really trying to get away from people, you feel like, well, you too much for them, they telling you something like that, it's usually them. And I'm telling you, that's all they trying to do is break away. You have to, because you too good to be in their space. That's it. That's all it is. You understand? And they just a piece of shit. Not enough to even be approved. Anyway, that's Shantae Brown Sugar Top. I'm Black Unicorns. Ashley Brown Sugar Top. Tell me that I love you. And thank you. Have a good one. That's that crazy motherfucker. That's that crazy motherfucker. It ain't even worth it. He thought that was cute. Crazy.